Today we're talking about using the crop feature in Adobe Lightroom to make your photos better. So here I have a photo of Isabel and I, and we literally just put this up, the camera up on a log, actually the log that I proposed to her, and then set the self timer and ran over and took a picture. And this is something that I often do while traveling because I don't lug around a tripod or GorillaPod or anything that I can really use to take photos like this. And I don't have a selfie stick yet. So one way to really fix these photos is by using crop. And so actually it's not too bad of a photo by itself, but what I can do is click this little rectangular button to the top right, and it has some dashes around it, and that opens up the crop feature. So as you can see, around the photo is a box, and I can click any side or corner and move it in. But say I want to make sure that it's the same aspect ratio, so the same width and height, or at least the ratio to the width and height, what I can do is holding shift down, click and drag any side or corner, and that will keep the aspect ratio, which is always good. Unless you're really trying to do something different, I would suggest just sticking with the same aspect ratio that you shoot in. And then you will see that you can actually just click and drag the photo itself around this new box. And so maybe I want to follow the rule of thirds and kind of put us right there in the 2/3 line where it kind of crosses right here. So that's pretty cool. And then you can either hit done down to the right or just press enter or return on your keyboard. Another thing to do is in this crop feature is to change the angle. So here you can basically turn the photo left or right, and say it was a little bit tilted, so something like that. Now you can see that the lines that pop up really go around our face more properly, and that is a more level photo. So something like that. Another way to do that is if you put your mouse to the corner of the photo itself, you can click and drag and do the same thing. Press enter and then you're done. Another thing in this crop and straighten tool is the aspect, changing it. So over here to the right where it says aspect, and then to the right it says original, and there's a little lock, you can lock it to that, and that's an easy way to lock it to that ratio instead of holding down shift. Or you can click original and change it to something custom, and you can actually create different ones, or just something that's standard, so like 1 by 1. That would be like your Instagram square. Or you can do something really wide, like 16 by 10, and make a really wide shot. Or 16 by 9, or 1920 by 1080, which is the pixel size. Or actually, that's not technically the pixel size, it's there for reference, because 1920 by 1080 is an full HD screen. So 16 by 9 is that aspect, and that would work good on, say, your iPhone, which has a 16 by 9 screen, or my computer, or your television if it's 16 by 9, which is probably what it typically is for modern TVs. Or you can go in and create something custom. So if you hit that custom button, you can just drag this around, make sure it's not locked. Or if you enter something custom, I can change it. So say I want something really, really wide, so something like 10:1. So that's going to create something that like this, just kind of a bar, and maybe I want something like that. I don't think I do though, but maybe something like a little bit wider, so maybe 10:3. That could be pretty cool actually. So this could be, I don't know exactly what the ratio is for, Facebook cover shots, but maybe it's something like that. And there you have it. The last thing that I want to show you, going back to the angle actually, so I'm going to actually switch this back to as shot. But in terms of the angle, what I can do is click this little level thing, and then I find something in the shot that I think I want to be level, or you can just make it up, and then just drag a straight line. So this is great if you have a horizon and it levels it. So let me take you to another shot that might help this a little bit better. So I still have my level tool. So say I want this to be level. So something right here. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to get my angle tool right there. So there, it makes it level automatically like that. So that's pretty cool if you're taking pictures of sunsets or horizons that has a definitive line going across the screen, or if the ground is just doing that. So say here, this one's pretty close, but if I go into my crop tool and then angle, and then I have the bricks down below, so that's basically perfect compared to just slightly off. So that was a whirlwind of stuff in this crop tool, but I hope you really understood it and can now crop your photos for the better. So I'm just going to go ahead and crop these guys a little bit closer because I want to do it that way. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you had fun, and if you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next lesson.